Bird Lawyer. Yeah, I had to clear that. It's kind of weird, right? I put up this tweet. I mean, I've been talking about Dragon Age of Veilguard into the ground. I mean, we're like one of the only channels that actually beat it. And I've made multiple videos on why I have issues with it, detailing my exact problems with it. So when I put this tweet up yesterday, I put the line in it that we don't want games with modern day junk in them. And I even put in quotes like themes, terms, and that was the same stuff I was saying the entire time. I was saying, you know, that the conversation tone is too modern. It feels like life is strange. They're using words that don't exist in the timeline. Like I remember at one point, Rook is talking to Lace, and I don't remember the exact word they used, but it was a word that was almost like amaze balls or something. Like they used some word that's like completely immersion breaking. It was some modern day word that they just jammed in there, like Zoomer language stuff. And that's what I was talking about. But I received numerous PMs and people who have followed my channel, in some cases for decades, that were like, how dare you call LGBT issues and non-binary modern day junk? And I was like, what? I wouldn't, and I didn't. And why are you, like, that's, what, we're like one of the most welcoming, inclusive channels on the platform, and you think I'm going to call it, like, really? Like, come on, man. Like, you gotta, like, I've made entire videos on this. Like, you gotta, like, oh my God, man. This one guy, this member of our community who is trans, wrote me this 4-paragraph, like, I can't believe you do this. I thought I knew who you were, blah, blah, blah. And I responded to him and I was like, dude, slow down. Like, not only did I not mean that at all, but I literally meant this. And I put a tweet up where I was like explaining exactly what I meant. It had nothing to do with what he was talking about. And the dude just didn't reply. And I was like, man, like I even took the time to like try to explain, like, I'm seriously about to just get off social media. It's so frustrating sometimes. It is so frustrating. And we do everything we can, dude. Yeah, but I don't know. I think honestly, the part that's most frustrating is the fact that like, I didn't mean that at all, but we live in a day and age where so many people assumed that's what I meant. It's kind of depressing. Like that just stinks. It stinks that everyone jumps to that conclusion. Like it's I don't know. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. Yeah. Okay, let's go. This is Ira's plague, haunted by twisted visions of death and such. This baseless racist ideology is unfortunately prevalent across all of Maida. They're thinking it's like a religious thing, that one must repent their sins. Oh! The phenomenon of Ira's plague is a real disease, which was given serious research in the Enclave. Their hypothesis of the plague being a disorder of the mind rather than a supernatural affliction led them to more clearly define the disease's symptoms. The sufferer experiences a cycle of obtrusive thoughts of their own violent, disturbing nature, resulting in a manner of compulsions to fix them, including hoarding, checking, ordering and rearranging, and asking for reassurances repeatedly. This sounds almost OCD-ish. Though it seems to have at least some connection to one's familial limited, this condition's severity is often exacerbated by poor eating habits, limited physical activity, and lack of sleep. Ah. This research also suggests this condition isn't unique to the Kashar, but due to their irregular sleep schedules, they may experience it in greater severity. Interesting. An herbalist in Lower Denevran was able to concoct a sleeping balm that allowed him to finally sleep. This in combination with a strict regimen of diet, athletics, and mental exercise. Okay, cool. All right, so it sounds like this is an actual thing. Huh.
Exactly as I theorized.
Hey, Zachel, I appreciate it, buddy.
Ira's
Thank you.
plague
And that's kind of the way I see it,
is
too.
a stigmatized
Yeah.
condition with a perfectly rational explanation, which is a perfect storm of family traits and lifestyle choices, exaggerated by circumstance. Diet, athletics, and sleep all factor in.
Casmin hasn't been sleeping much.
Might be worth presenting this research to her to see if the rest resonates.
Good idea.
Oria and I will join you when you're ready.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Casmin, we need to talk.
Could it wait? I'm in the middle of touch counting the armory.
No, it can't.
We've been worried about you. I'm fine. Seriously, don't worry about me.
No one has seen you sleep in days. You're clearly hiding 2 bands worth of supplies behind the caravan shutters. And half the time you're talking a league a minute about catastrophes that are never going to happen. We can't let you keep going like this.
No. Maybe I've been a little off lately, but I'm fine, seriously. I'm just trying to keep our Weaver band prepared in case... I just want us all to be safe.
We are safe. Kaz, I've been doing research on a condition you might know as Ira's Plague.
I'm not possessed.
We know. The Enclave studies on Ira's Plague concluded that it's not a religious affliction, but a disorder of the mind. The sufferer experiences a cycle of relentless, disturbing thoughts and all manner of compulsions to fix them, including hoarding. Though it may be passed on through families, this condition is often exacerbated by a lack of sleep.
Bryn found a diary belonging to a Cassil man in Denevron who suffered from this. I think you should read it. He describes the intrusive visions that began after the birth of his son. Horrible fears he would drop his baby that he was so ashamed of, he couldn't share them with anyone.
That's awful.
It reached a point where he couldn't hold his own child, until he sought help.
So, you're saying... if I have Ira's Plague, there's a cure?
There's a way to manage it.
We found evidence of a treatment, yes. We'd need to talk to someone at Cassidin's Hold to know more.
But we didn't want to speak to someone outside the Weaver Band on your behalf without talking to you first.
I don't know.
None of this is your fault. It's okay to get help. We all need it from time to time.
But no one else seems to need help. Everyone else is handling being here just fine, and I'm the only one having a breakdown.
Hey! It could be any one of us tomorrow. And I know for a fact that if this were happening to anyone else, you'd cut them some slack.
She's right. It's hard for all of us to see you suffering like this. We care about you, and we just want you to be okay.
Fine. You can talk to the Weavers in Cassidin's Hold. I can't promise. I'm still not sure about all of this.
We'll go one step at a time.
Okay. Appreciate that, Killa. Yeah. Zackle, I had not heard that, but damn. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Did Cohh see reviewers on X who finished KCDII saying it was the most immersive medieval game of all time?
That's good to hear. I'm a little excited for it. Yeah. Senses, how are you and the kitties? Doing well, man. Doing well. I don't think we have any kitties down here today. I think they're all upstairs. Yeah. Let's wait. Let's go to actually here first. Boop a doop boop doop boop boo. Okay. Hi.
Isla, I was wondering if you might be able to help my friend.
Thanks, old Bunker Hill.
Oh. What seems to be the problem?
I was wondering if you've heard of an affliction known as Ira's Plague.
A damaging misnomer, but yes.
It certainly seems like the Enclave had a better understanding of it than the rest of the Maida does. I believe our quartermaster is suffering from it. She's a Kashar like you.
Ah, yes. The condition isn't unique to Kashar, but it's believed we experience it in greater severity due to our unique sleep cycles. I've heard of Ram, Oberyn, Ashar, and Cassil alike who've experienced it. The first line of treatment is sleep. Unfortunately, that's difficult for Kashar. Thankfully, a sleeping balm should go a long way to help
Hey, Multiped.
but it's not enough on its own.
Is there a more accurate name for this affliction?
Unfortunately,
Hey, what's up, Alex? How are you, buddy?
no. The research done on disorders of the mind is limited, even here. And I suppose academics are hesitant to rename conditions until they've become better understood.
Changing the name would just confuse matters, especially after the surge.
Then again, using a name that implies an individual has been cursed by a goddess of justice doesn't exactly foster empathy for its sufferers.
Yeah.
If this won't cure Casmin, what else will we need to do to help her?
It's what she needs to do for herself, sadly. There is no cure for Ira's plague.
Yeah.
Only treatment and management of the condition. Sleep will put her on the right track, but she needs to eat properly and actively fight the compulsions that stem from
I
her
don't believe in
visions.
eating properly.
She has a long road ahead of her.
She does. But she's not walking it alone. She's lucky to have friends like you.
Have you experienced Ira's plague yourself?
Not personally, no. But when I was born, my mother sought out the sleeping balm recipe in case I ever needed it, being Kashar.
There we go.
Great foresight on her part.
You've never spoken of your mother before?
She died before I was even a year old. And my father doesn't like to speak of her.
Oh. Who does Alex Jordan in chat play? He plays Dom in chat, our purple horny friend.
Well, I can make one for you here
You heard
if
me.
you bring me the ingredients. You'll need emerald lucin, a gemstone famed for its ability to radiate peace, and chill feather weave for its cooling properties. In addition to this, you'll need oil membrane for the formula, and of course, red cotton, because it filters the light so that the eyes find deeper rest.
I'll bring you those right away.
Huh. Okay. I don't... What is Emerald Lucian? Oh, Emerald Lucian can be scavenged from any Surgeborn. Oh. Okay. Cool.
I have a strange request.
And I have very little time. How is our little project coming?
I'm working on it.
Then let's prioritize that. I have people to arm.
Okay. All right, so the chill feather weave, we need off a Highland Ice Claw. There we go. We gotta do a bunch of stuff here anyway. Let's do it. That burb is serious. It's a serious burb. Yep, very serious burb. We also got to find some Surgeborn here. I wonder, are Surgeborn everywhere now? Maybe they're only in certain zones. The hell? And we're moving. I don't think we have to actually harvest it to get the piece. Let's go up and see what we can do. Through the dev. Thanks for the 30, bud. Crap. Where you at, Chubbawamba? You're around here somewhere. I don't even hear anyone moving around it. Hey, Sid Curtis, what's up, buddy? Oh, there it is. See, like right there, I tried to jump right on his wing. I have no clue why that didn't work. And that just lost me half my health. Huh. There's something janky with the grabbing, but I'm not sure what it is. God damn it, dude. If it would do what I want, I wouldn't be taking these giant ass hits. There we go. Well, that's not what we want. Trying to get that wing. There it is. Okay. Cool. I don't think we're going to harvest this guy, so we want to break as many parts as we can. Although, I need to think about our health with that. Dude, your poor leg. Okay, both wings are down. You can expect a lot of slamming. Oh God, oh God, oh God. That is not what we needed. Try to go up here. Because I know we got some health up here we can still get. One. Then we get lucky and get some in a box. Okay. We are good to keep moving. Now to find this guy. Where did our Chungus go, chat? Oh. Heard something over here. Oh no, that was just creepy lizards. There you are. Beautiful. And you are ripped up too. Legs next. Beautiful. I'm literally holding E. I don't understand. Why was that not working? Oh, god damn it. I thought I was off it. Okay. Left and right. There we go. Great. That's down. Let's get the tail too. Oh, Lord. Hell yeah. Bam! Great.
I suppose I sleep better on this cool too.
All right, lots of good loot there. That worked great. Hey, Wayno, do you know what's up, buddy? All right, so we've got a few things to do here. We still need to get Emerald Lucin, but we have to do some other clear stuff, so we can do that there. Glintwood Hollow is not here. We are currently in Dredger's Mire. I think we're good. Yep, okay. Oh, looks like there was one more under the body. I think it was just that softwood. But hey, good eyes. That's awesome. Thank you. Is this game good? Overall, this game is really good. There is some jank in the combat and some inventory issues, but especially for the first game from the studio, it's very solid. And there are a lot of parts of this game that are like AAA quality. Like the voice acting and stuff is pretty fantastic. Yeah. And the game itself is doing a lot of new things. So like it's an entire physics-based combat system, which is one of the reasons it kind of feels so janky, is because that brings in a lot of things that you don't normally see in games like this. Like a lot of little, like you'll bounce off things at weird angles, or you know, the enemy will hit you out of the air and you'll fly in a direction you weren't expecting. So that can feel a little janky, but some of the jank is just because you don't get that type of stuff in other games. So it's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. But sometimes, unfortunately, the system also does some weirdness, which, you know, yeah. But Puccio, I'm glad you feel that way, man. Awesome. Yeah.
Gonna be honest, I really like this change of one big stream. Just
great,
hope
dude.
it doesn't negatively affect anyone.
So V for Veloso says, thought you didn't like the sword and board much. You haven't found a better weapon? No, I haven't. And that's one thing that is kind of a downside of the game. I don't like using sword and board in games generally. but the two-hand sword in this game just kind of sucks. It's just not fun. It's way too slow, and the damage that it does is not worth the slowness of it and the fact that you lose your block. And there's not really a lot of weapon variety. There's like a bow, a sword and board, and the two-hand sword. And yeah, it would have been nice to have like 5 or 6 different weapon types and stuff. But then on that note, you're talking about all new animations, all new balancing, all new moves. They'd have to do all the different models. So I mean, it'd be a lot. But yeah, unfortunately, I use sword and board because there's not much better. Not much better for me. Yeah. Let's do the stuff in here real quick and get that done. The two-hand destroys monster parts super fast. That's one thing I do need to do. There's no reason that I shouldn't be switching to my two-hand when I'm climbing on enemies. And I do that every so often, but not nearly enough. And the two-hands do have some cool effects that you can do that are kind of fun, but we're still, getting used to all those. The thing that drives me crazy with it, though, is there's this super long delay whenever you swing here. Where you not, like, there's this long one, almost like over a second pause at the end of the swing where you just can't do anything. Oh, wait a second. Can you dodge out of it? No, you can't. Yeah, it waits until the end. It's just not fluid enough. It's too clunky. It just feels too clunky. Anyway, sword and board feels pretty good, at least. That's good. All right, let's do this. Oh, is this it? I think we've been down here before. Let's go down again. Oh yeah, cool. There we go. Gonna temper this rock to get the more rare materials. Cool. Nice. Nice. Damn.
Census records. The pivotal piece of the puzzle, as Elaine would say. Others might call them dull.
Does that really improve the rarity materials they drop? It absolutely does. Yep. If you freeze enemies, or if you heat them up, they will drop different things and of different rarities. Mm-hmm. One of the definitely cooler parts of the game, for sure. Very unique. So freaking glad this is on Game Pass. Mm-hmm. Great Game Pass game. Also, I feel like this game's going to get a lot better when they start patching it, too. The devs have already the devs have already seemed pretty plugged in to getting players what they want, and I have a feeling they're going to make some changes that will make this game significantly more fun. These guys and their instant dodging of that is so funny.